Okay, so where are we now? Oh, we're in calm now? Oh, alright. The flower girl? Take it that's Marlene, I guess. Yeah, that looks pretty chaotic. Nothing we can do about it, Barrett. Holy is having the opposite effect. I don't know about that, man. What's that? That would be holy, actually. I really have nothing to say about this. It's just okay. You just sit here. They just sit here and they watch this shit go and destroy Meteor, and that's it. That's all. That's all it is. That's all there is to this ending. It's pretty, in my opinion, pretty disappointing, actually. And that is it. That is all for Final Fantasy VII. And my review of this game, I like it. It's overrated, but I like it. Gameplay's good. Battle system mechanics are really good. Graphics are kind of in the early stages for 3D, but they're still pretty appealing. They're not bad. I mean, obviously I used graphical mods for this playthrough, so they looked pretty good. Definitely better than the original PlayStation or the original PC without the mods. The soundtrack, well, I actually used remixes of the original PlayStation tracks, or just the original soundtrack, and yeah, they're not too bad. Some of the PlayStation versions I do prefer over the ones I used. Produced by Final Phantom, that's the guy's name or whatever. But yeah, I've used a ton of mods through this playthrough, so yeah, there's too many to really list. That's just one of the more notable ones as far as like the music is concerned. For the graphics, though, I did use Ali's custom graphics driver for the graphics. That's why they look pretty good. Like a lot of the menus and, like, you know, just the way the menus look, the way the characters, like the numbers and letters look, the transparent windows, all that kind of stuff, are all done with the OpenGL custom driver made by Ali. Yeah, it's spelled A-A-L-I. I haven't really heard anybody with that name before, but yeah, that's the name of the graphics driver I used for this playthrough, and yeah, it's pretty damn good. Does a really good job of fixing a lot of the problems with the PC version, because yeah, if you didn't have that driver, then this probably wouldn't run on most modern PCs nowadays, which in my case, it wouldn't run at all if I didn't have that graphics driver. So yeah, I have to thank Ali a lot for making that custom graphics driver, because yeah, this wouldn't have been possible without it. So there you go. If this individual happens to be watching, thanks a lot. Otherwise, let's see what else. Yeah, this game is very overrated. That ending was just completely just a downer, man. It's just not that good of an ending. I think this was actually the first game that just started Final Fantasy games just having bad endings, because all the other the games before it had better endings. At least on the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo, all the games have great endings. But yeah, they just said, fuck it, we don't care, we'll just throw a little cinematic in there, and then wasn't even that good. Yeah, it just wasn't that good. Otherwise, as far as like the plot to this game, yeah, there's a lot of stupid shit. My personal favorite parts of the plot are the parts in Midgar. You know, the beginning of the game up until where you leave Midgar, and then it just starts taking a nosedive. And then when you go back to Midgar and you face off on Hojo, yeah, basically all the best parts in this game happen in Midgar, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I guess you could say the part, what the fuck is it called? The meteor, or the meteor area. Like I can't even. I'm having trouble referring to that point in the game. The part where Cloud finds out that he's a clone, or supposedly not a clone, or whatever. The reunion part. That part of the game is pretty cool too. Otherwise, I am not a big fan of the plot of this game. There are some really cool parts, but it just takes a nosedive in so many parts, and it's just boring. You're just going from one town to the next, chasing Sephiroth. There's no real goal other than to chase Sephiroth, and that's about it. You just go around, you find shit, you fight random enemies, you get to the next town. Oh, Sephiroth went here. Okay, this is where we have to go next. Go through here, blah blah blah. You get a few events along the way, but still, it's okay. Sephiroth went here, and it's like, all right, let's go here next, and that's all it is. That's most of the game. But yeah, I don't know. It's this is a good game. It's definitely in the top 5 Final Fantasy games. That's for sure. I would definitely never ever say that it's the best. There's no fucking way it's the best. My personal favorite is Final Fantasy IV, but if I had to say which game is probably the best Final Fantasy game, I would have to say Final Fantasy VI. I mean, yeah, I like Final Fantasy IV more, but if I was to say, you know, what Final Fantasy game is the gold standard, what has pretty much everything about it that's pretty damn perfect. I mean, Final Fantasy VI isn't perfect, but it's pretty damn close. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of bugs with the battle system and stuff in that game, but I mean, it's got good characters, good story, a good villain, probably the best villain in the series. I mean, you can't go, and it's got a great soundtrack. You can't go wrong, and it has a good ending. So yeah, in my opinion, this game isn't even on the same level as Final Fantasy VI. Or 4 for that matter, but yeah, that's just my opinion. The battle system and the battle mechanics for this game are really good, though. That's the best part of this game. Yeah, I like the materia system. A lot of people don't, but I like it. It's a lot better than that shit that they started doing in the next game. Oh man, is that bad? Oh, I'm getting chills just fucking thinking about that shit. Drawing magic spells. Yeah, what do you want to do with for the next 2 hours? Oh, I was drawing meteor spells from random places on the world map. 500 years later. Oh, they're gonna show us something 500 years later. And I don't know why the ending credits music is playing again. Apparently my music patch is screwing up, but yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it, because for the most part, at the end there, I didn't. I didn't enjoy it at all until I turned off that hardcore bullshit. So, yeah, but I got most of the way through the game without cheating or turning off the hardcore mode, so whatever. If you don't like it, big fucking whoop-de-doo, I don't really care. I have beaten it on hardcore, though. It's just such a pain in the ass, and I was getting so fed up with the bullshit that I just didn't want to I didn't want to deal with it anymore. I know I didn't record it or anything like that, but it can be done. Take my word for it, it can be done. You just have to get lucky, sort of, and not be unlucky like I was. But, see you later, viewers. And have a nice day.